pressed record before I realized my head was a little chopped off. Okay. I may have to change that. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab a little handy dandy yoga block. That's what they're so good for. Support. Okay. That should be better. Hi. Good morning. It is day 2. We have looked at the stream. We have considered the 4 parts of life that make up the most of our vibrational standpoints, our vibrational point of attraction. And I want to sort of start this part in a way that I do with almost all of my coaching clients. We see the grid. We know what we've experienced. We've been here the whole time. We, and I say we, I'm speaking for you, me, we, all of us. We do not need to retell the story of how we got here. Every time we retell our story, we reiterate the same vibration, the same experience that we are doing now. However, each time we tell the story, we sometimes are able to lose resistance. We can feel a shift. We can feel our power. If you still need to tell your story until you have found your power in that space, then that's your process. If you're done living that part of your experience and you're ready to tell another story, don't tell that story anymore. Period. It is done. Doesn't need to be told again. The story we now tell is this story. The story of empowerment. The story of healing. The story of today. The story of new creation. Not the old. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody, including yourself. You don't have to remind yourself how you got here. This does tie into a lot of that I mentioned yesterday, where maybe I didn't mention it fully. But with my coaching work, this emotional empowerment, this freedom, you do give it to yourself, which means you take full responsibility for your emotions, for your empowerment, which means nobody else gets to get blamed. Nobody else gets to give it to you. You give it to you. Nobody's responsible. That being said, in this world of energy that I teach, that we are all able to access, and it is a dang, I was going to say God-given, but the word God is weird for some people. It is a right for us as beings on this planet to have this ability to know things on this extra level, to live and to create with the power of our thoughts and emotions, to heal our bodies, to heal our old thoughts, to heal our ancestors, to heal our future. And your experience can be as much like that or as much like it has been, and you are the only one that gets to decide the difference. And that's when it comes to, do I want to keep experiencing this and telling my old story because it's making me feel validated? Or am I ready to stop that and start the new path where I just pick up one foot after another and I just think the next thought after another? I let myself be guided by my intuition. And it's a new way of trusting. A lot of the work that you discover when you're in this self-healing, soul-body alignment energy, which again, this is not a special thing that only certain people have. Only certain people tap into it. That's not true. A lot of people tap into it. Only certain people maybe say things out loud like I do, which will be changing, which we all know is changing. But people that are doing their best works, the athletes and, musicians and our super talented creative beings, they are letting their alignment shine, and they're doing it like unapologetically, and they're just loving it. And they know that when they love that, they know that when they get to feel that good, that others feel it that too. That's how it works for all of us. When you heal yourself, you heal everybody else. When you make time to love yourself, you make time to love everybody else. When you make time to shine your light shines for everybody else. Even if you're home alone, energy does not work the same way that humans work. You know, it's a blending of, that's why it's soul and body. You know, it's a blending of what's happening in this world that we don't see with our human eyes and translate with our human senses. It's the things that we're translating. It's those vibrational mixes, you know, and it's blending that into this experience for the magic, which isn't really magic. It's just applying these things that we just don't necessarily apply. In like 5 years, when everyone is practicing this, it won't even be magic anymore. It'll just be like some medium, boring, really long name, like our human intuitive capabilities, human intuitive potential system. I don't know, you know, something like that. But it's magic right now. It's magic because it's new. It's magic because it feels easier than it ever did before. It's magic because we were taught that it had to be hard, that we had to struggle. It's magic because it just feels like it shouldn't be, normal. So what is, my one teacher calls it subtle magic. That's nice. But, you know, I like it magic. And I know that it's not magic like abracadabra, but kinda. So today, Tuesday, we've looked at the grid a little. We kind of have a sense of where we are with our emotions on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 meaning like a sad space, 5 meaning a happy, euphoric space. 3, hopeful, medium, okay, optimistic, you know, medium. And then the 2 and the 4 would be like in the middle. Like, so 4 would be like cynical, sarcastic, moving toward angry, sad, you know, and then, I'm sorry, I went backwards. That would be number 2. 3 would be excited, eager, uplifted, positive, you know. So as you're moving up the scale, like 1 would be sad, 2 would be maybe cynical or hopeful, you know. No. So the middle is hopeful. Anyway, this is easier. There's an emotional scale chart. I'll pin and put it here. But that's pretty much how we move. Everything is steps. Everything is gradual. And if you can start to appreciate that in all the parts of the process, those steps feel easy. Even when it's like, oh God, this is this time again. The times when it feels hard, they do lighten up, especially when you can let them be present. When you know, oh, this is time for me to hunker down and just gather my energy and collect myself and replenish myself. You know, when the easier we are at taking time for ourselves, the easier our universe is on our experience to help us see that taking time for ourselves is good. It's not like there's no insertion from our energetic support. We have to call it in. We are the human creator. If we do not engage on purpose every single day, like just when you wake up, it's just like inviting in the vampire, which I know is not my best, but I just can't get away from it. But every morning, it's, you know, that's a chance and an opportunity to invite in your guides and your higher powers. Of course, you can do it any time of the day. But in my mind, I feel like when I've gone to sleep or fallen off my alignment, that it's my opportunity to reinvite that back into my space. So I usually will just take a moment and take a big deep breath and just God, angels, universe, source, rose, be with me, guide me, help me to stay on the path of my highest good. Sometimes I'll segment in 10, like for this morning segment, I choose ease, abundance, joy, surprise, cooperation from my littles and from my devices, my technology. I choose magic. Thank you. I love you. Sometimes I do that in the morning, like I'll light a candle and I just call in my guides. Sometimes when I'm doing like sage clearing the house or smoke clearing the house or sound bowl, whatever it is, the same thing, like just taking a breath, looking in the mirror, being like, hey, you guys here? You know? And it's in a way of allowing. You want to think that it's allowing, not begging, because you don't want to highlight a lack. If you feel like you're looking and searching too hard for these subtle magic, it is harder to let yourself realize it at first. It does take a minute. So in the minutes, that's why we talk about, we'll get into it with the synchronicity. That's why it's important when you see those numbers, like the 222. Oh, hey, are you there, intuition? Are you trying to tell me something? Just let it be really slow and natural. And if it comes faster, celebrate that too. But you get to encourage it. You get to decide the speed. If you already know things work for you, that's what you play with, Let me get back because I'm getting lost. Today, it's going to be a day of noticing what we give the most airtime to. Airtime is our thought stream, what our feelings really feel, not what we're putting on the outside for the show, for all the others, but you as your main person, the main person in your experience. You are your person, you are when you think in your mind, that's not your hand thinking, that's not this face thinking, that's you in there connected to the stream that's connected to the hub that fuels and gives all of us life, that is all of us, that is infused in these bodies, and that we are able to invite and allow, or we don't have to. We don't get to do it if we don't want to do it. If you don't know to do it, you don't know to do it. And you don't have to say those words. Sometimes it's just knowing. Like I take a breath and I know my alignment comes. But you are the one that decides, I'm engaging this, I'm inviting this, I'm allowing this. That's just part of the human ability creator package, if that makes sense. A lot of this work will be referring to humans in like a species, kind of a outer species experience kind of a explanation. Also PPS, in case this hasn't been said, which maybe I'm realizing it hasn't. A lot of the times when I am speaking and talking, it will be channeled, and I will start discussing things that maybe weren't on the plan, but they are on the plan of the greater good, because all of this work is intuitive for me. My healing was intuitive and my teaching is intuitive. So when I give Rose the talking and she decides that we talk about something else, it will eventually all make sense. So I just wanted to sort of toss that disclaimer out there in case anyone who is seeing this isn't familiar with my teaching style or my work. That's kind of how that goes. That's why this platform is best for me, because the more that I can just sit and let Rose have her time, the more that this teaching, the work, and the whole vibe shifts faster, like shifts for you, shifts for me. Each time I go through these lessons and teach another person, it even accelerates my own learning and understanding and realizing. Each time you listen and hear and I understand and digest and consider the things, you are sharing this space of upliftment with me. We are sharing this vibrational rising together. Whether we are thinking the same things or not, emotionally we are different. We are in different places. We woke up in different places this morning. But the stream of upliftment is the same. So from wherever you are, you will feel upliftment. If you are open and allowing to receive that, that is your right as a human creator. You can engage your intuition. You can allow your guidance. And you can easily just not do that. And that doesn't mean that it won't come, but it does mean that you could be, not allowing as much support as you are available to, that is available to you. So today, as you notice, remind yourself that this isn't a time to beat yourself up for being a worrisome person, or for being a planner, or for being sarcastic, or for being sad, or for being angry, or for being complaining. Whatever it is that you find yourself doing Like whenever you catch yourself, just make a little note. You know, it's the afternoon and I'm worried about not enough food for dinner. It's the afternoon and I'm worried that I'm not going to have the support to take care of my family later and I'm going to be irritated. It's the afternoon and I've eaten all my calories and I really want to stick to this diet plan, but I don't know how I'm going to make this work. It's the afternoon and I haven't heard from him yet and I might fucking die if he doesn't call. It's the afternoon and I know that I'm going to want to drink or get high later. And it's only Monday and I spent all my money over the weekend and I'm not sure what I'm going to do and I'm having anxiety already. It's the afternoon and I'm worried about money again. It's the afternoon and I'm worried about my health again. It's the afternoon and I'm worried about love again. It's the afternoon and I don't even know why I'm here. You know, whatever it is, whatever you feel like writing down, whatever you're feeling, let yourself have that. Let yourself acknowledge, wow, I need myself around the afternoon. I need some time to boost myself. Myself is struggling around the afternoon. You know, this isn't a time to beat yourself up. This is where you need more love. This is all what that's about, is you loving you more. And it comes in a way that it's really tedious and it even feels like, who cares that 3 o'clock I feel stressed out, because usually by 3:45 I go have a drink and I'm fine. Who cares? Because if by this time I'll go see that guy and it's fine anyway. Who cares? Because you know, I can't do anything about it today anyway. It's not going to make a difference today if I don't start today. You know, there's so many reasons that we give ourselves the excuse to not break the loops that are holding us in these vibrational patterns that don't feel good, that we're just over, but we haven't let ourselves get over it. Because it's like, well, the path isn't done. It's not unfolded. It looks like there's too many steps, so I don't feel like taking the first step. The first step does suck. The first step sucks in a way that it's the one that's just the most uncomfortable. It's turning in the face of something and representing change. And nobody likes that. Especially our ego, especially our others' egos. That's just like, oh, you're going against the grain? We all know that that is not like most often smiled at in our society. You know, they frown upon the people that think for themselves for the most part in our society. That has been our truth. But I believe that that is not always going to be our truth. I believe that my work of people that work in this work, people like you that are coming into these classes and trying to discover all the parts of you and to understand so that you have a better experience, because you are entitled to that. You deserve to live a happy life. You deserve to feel worthy. You deserve to have your needs met. You deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. And nothing less is appropriate. You are an extension of God source energy. You are an extension of the universe. My favorite lately is you are, you know how they say the stars wrapped in skin? Because our body is like 70% water. We're like, what do I keep saying? Like, we're like water bags, ocean bag bodies. We're like ocean bodies. That's why the moon works so well to create with us. There's a time to rest, a time to rise, a time to shine, a time to shine, and then let it all come back down again. You know, it gets all big and then it fizzles out. And then it comes back to the beginning, and then it gets all risey, and it gets all exciting, and then it happens, and then it fizzles out, and then it starts to come back to the beginning again, and it starts to build, and it's just ongoing. This is what our life is supposed to be about. New experiences, new discoveries, expansion, 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 expansion. New, love, love, love. We did not come to suffer. You can suffer if you want. It's our choice. We are free to suffer if we choose. I'm going to stop because I'm getting into that sass, and I don't like to do the sass. But we are free to choose, and we are free to not choose. So I invite you to, somewhere in your journal, make a note that I will invite my guides in, my universe, my source, whatever the word is for you. Mine is Rose, but I list the whole gamut. All the peoples, all the guides, Jesus and pals. Yes, those are my words. All the people, come be with me, help me, support me, guide me in my day, assist me to my highest good. I choose the high road. I choose kindness. I choose love. I choose abundance. I choose magic. And just go about your day. Take that time, especially if you're getting you're feeling a little bit of stagnancy. Get up and walk around. Take a break. Walk to the potty. Breathe some fresh air. Open a random window. Look out the window. Do something random. Mix it up. And it will show you back how much these things matter. It's like, oh, you're doing something different? Oh, look at you. You know? The universe gives us presents for presents. I love it. It's my favorite. Give yourself presents. Give yourself presents. Okay, I'm going to stop. It's Monday. I like to do a mind reset. So let's take a couple deep breaths together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I choose to reset my mind for love and healing. I choose to reset my mind to be led by my intuition and by my higher power. I choose to allow magic. I choose to allow abundance. I choose to allow radical healing. I choose to grow my self-love. I choose to be the healer to my human. I choose to love me more today. I choose to love everyone else a little more today too. I choose to heal myself so that I may heal others. I choose to love myself so that I may love others. Deep breath in, exhale. Thank you. I love you. Have a lovely morning, friends. I will be back maybe a little bit this evening, but we will have a day break. What's today? The 15th? Yes, tomorrow there won't be a lesson. I'll probably just pop in to say hi. I'll be around for questions, comments. You can message here. You can message in the messenger box. However it feels right to you, reach out and get connected. Yeah, there's no wrong ways to do this. If something is feeling on your forefront that doesn't seem like we've gotten there yet, I invite you to just ask anything that you feel called. There's no reason to hold anything back. Wednesday we'll start working into the chakras. And what is it? 6 or 6, so we'll do 2 a day. We'll go through where they are in our body, colors, smells, so sense, taste, different vibrations, sounds that heal and balance, even different yoga postures. Not that you have to practice yoga, but sometimes just sitting in a certain way or placing pressure on a certain body part is, enough to balance and tune that place in our body. So, okay, cold. All right, Kirsten. All right, I'm gonna go because he's cold. Okay, I'll be back. I'm sorry. I will be around, and I will, of course, be back. But have a great day.